Hey cuties, let's make up. So we're going to start off with the primer for smooth foundation. And now I'm tapping in my foundation. The girl in the video just does it pretty simple, but then the main point for this kind of like simple natural look is that she was using a lip to do her whole like blush, eyeshadow, and lip combination. And the one I had was the Glassing Melting Balm by Romand in the shade Kaya Fig. And I think because the balm is like a little bit glossier than the one she was using in the video, it was giving me a lot more shine than I was expecting, and also was way less pigmented than it looked like hers was. So you can see me kind of like wondering why I feel like I'm like tapping in a lot of pigment, but it's not showing up as well as it does on her. And I actually ended up going back in with like some eyeshadow to accentuate the pink. I think it's a really good idea to have both the cheeks and the eyeshadow with the same pigment because it just unifies everything. And here's my contour. I'm just using eyeshadow, and I was imitating what she had done in her video. I've never actually seen contour done in that way, but she just did 2 slashes on her cheekbone and her jaw. So I tried that, but you can see later I go back and do like the sort of contour I'm more familiar with anyway, because I felt like I couldn't really see that much of a difference, and also our face shapes are a little different. And then I was contouring my nose and onto the eyes. One of the reasons I saved this tutorial was because her eyes looked similar to mine's with sort of like the monolid look, so I thought that was interesting. And then aegyo. And my pro tip for aegyo is to squint your eyes like you're smiling and then draw it in the middle of your eye where the sort of fat naturally rides up. That's what I feel like makes it look a lot more natural, and just a little trick to make it feel better. And then setting spray because I'm obsessed with having as smooth of a base as I possibly can in public. And then putting up some falsies because my natural lashes are thin and weak. And then onto eyebrows, which are one of my favorite parts to do, and the way she did it was like this light brown, really cute, like soft, fluffy brow shape. And I did copy that, but I think that doesn't suit me very well, or I think the materials I had weren't cutting it since I was just using this light brown eyeshadow and not anything more pigmented like a brow Cara. Because I took a glance and you can see me using the camera as a mirror, and I was like, this doesn't look right. So I like wiped it over with foundation and drew it a little thinner to match my more natural eyebrow shape to lips. And so the last part is, again, so this person just she wipes it on her hand first, and then she uses her fingers or like a brush or whatever to apply. I know some people think using your hand is unsanitary. Personally, I'm just good to go as long as I wash it, but definitely you can use like a powder puff or a tissue or like whatever you feel comfortable. But again, because I was using the Romand Glassing Melting Balm, she actually put over a layer of like clear gloss to make her lips extra shiny. But I looked at mine and my lips were already shining like a disco ball, so I was like, maybe we don't need that. But yeah, here's the final reveal. And here's the final look. Leave a comment about what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye cutie, see you again.